Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and welcome back to World of Horror. And we are once again on that junior librarian grind, hoping, praying for 3 books to grace us on our quest. We're gonna be doing some Kairi Minami. And so, like, we just gotta get back on that junior librarian train. We desire, we crave the knowledge and education that we can only acquire from books, from the library, usually. Although there are occult diaries, you know, like, what, we could get, like, the Tome of Rot, or, like, the plant-killing book, and then, like, the occult diary, you know, there are other books. It's just the most common ones are usually, you know, library notes and library book. Speaking of which, we didn't get one, but oh man, we have such a good starting spell. That sucks. So the dilemma is, do we hit Q or do we not hit Q? And I think the dilemma is that we hit Q, but let's see how good this run would have been. We've got Ancestral Strength, Far Out Fable of the Fear Festival, Akamanto. We have Far Out Fable of Fear Festival and Kana? Alright. So here's what we're gonna do. What we're gonna do, for the sole purpose of completionism, and this is a waste of time, we don't have to do this, is we're going to get the money real quick. Best shirt, by the way. I don't know why I said shirt, best costume, but best costume, and we're just gonna get timeline B real quick. Timeline B. We're gonna get ending B for Kana real quick. Oh crap, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Yeah, I don't care. I want to go to the tree, get some money, go to the hardware store. You know what I'm looking for. You know what I'm here for. We out here. Something that continues to blow my mind is, like, Monkey Wrench and Crowbar are, like, you know, they're, like, 4 funds. And then the Heavy Duty Flashlight, which is, like, objectively better than both of them, is, like, although I need to play around with the Monkey Wrench a little bit more. I think it has some potential. But it's, like, you know... The Heavy Duty Flashlight is generally better, and it's cheaper. So it's like, why would we not? We actually do have some setup for something truly evil here if we, like, really wanted to as well. We might look into that as well. As long as Junior Librarian isn't the last thing that we get, it should be rather fine. With that being said, how do we want to play this? Honestly, I think that, yeah, you know, honestly, I think we could do something truly evil. It's not that difficult. And as long as we get to that fight with, like, relatively good health, it should be decent enough. We will resist it, and we will get back to the neighbor's apartment as soon as we can. So ending C is escaping like a coward. Ending A, the best timeline, is you gotta puncture the eye now. But we're just gonna take Kana immediately to the operating theater, and she never existed at all. And Kana is freaking dead. This is the only thing that can kill Kana, I'm pretty sure. Because pretty much everything else, like Oteru, right? You only have Kana as an ally, and you try to sacrifice Kana to Oteru, Oteru will survive. Well, yes, Oteru will survive, unless you eat him. But, no, Kana will survive. And I haven't tried to feed Kana to the fisherman yet, but, or sorry, not the fisherman, the mermaid man. But, I'm pretty sure they'd survive that too. I mean, we're talking about Kana here. Kana is very strong. So we'll just load up any random mystery. It doesn't really matter. And we're just gonna jump into the apartments forever. See if we can't, all we gotta do is keep going to the apartments. Like, that's just pretty much it. We'll get there eventually. I don't care about enemies. I don't care. Well, I mean, we kind of care about enemies, but, like... We just want to attract something truly evil's attention. So, you know, we're looking for our boy Junji Ito. We're looking for... If we went to the downtown, we gotta take the subway. And by that, I mean we gotta... I don't actually remember, but there is an event. Aha, what's that picture? Something evil has you in its grasp. Okay, let's go to the downtown a little bit. There is an event. We can just jog around the block. I cannot believe we got that, by the way. That's incredible. But we have to get up. I think we have to get up to 5, and then we can do it. But there's a certain threshold point where... Hold on here. Oh, no. Well, we're committed now, unfortunately. We just have to hope that all of these things hit. Oh, crap. We just have to hope that all of these hit, or it was, we should have ran. Because we either we're gonna take 5% Doom for running, or we were gonna take 6% Doom for fighting, so thankfully we got through with it pretty decently. So yeah, I think it's... We have to get to 5, right? Of this little question mark thing up here. But once we get to 3, I think we can brute force it with whatchamacallit. Oh my god. So many ridiculous enemies. And I think we will run away from this because we're almost... I think we're almost there. Although we should have... maybe we should go to the apartments. Easier enemies over there. Okay, something truly evil has your scent now. So I think we can just go home, right? Yeah, something truly evil knows where you live. And then go there a 5th time. And then we just have to walk around. It doesn't matter. Because I vaguely remember it being 5. So I guess we'll just, like, it should just be 5, right? I really hope it's just... There we go. In the distance, the bell tolls and everything gets dark. Okay. I finally found you. So if I remember correctly, it's basically you just have to get down the tree, right? So evil reason 1, and then evil reason 2. Wait, is it evil reason 2? Do we want to do? I thought we just had to, like, get down the tree, but I don't remember. Die for me. No, I'd rather not. Thank you very much. You have to get down the tree for both of them, don't you? So, evil stamina 1. Oh, that's cool. You can just randomly do 4 damage. That's perfectly acceptable. You know, you do -2, but, you know, I don't even think you can... I don't even think you can brace against that. I mean, even if you can, we couldn't. But okay, let's do a real run now. Unfortunately, the game... We've only done that once before, and we did it on our first try. Like, it's not hard, but if the game's just like, oh, you suddenly take 4 damage, when... I mean, I don't know if something true... I think it's a bug. I don't think that it's something that something truly evil does, right? Because some enemies, like Toteru, has a special attack where he burns you. You know, the janitor has a super axe swing punch power that puts you in the dirt, right? Like, Akamanto has, like, something doesn't feel right when you're in the Eldritch dimension. You know, there are some enemies in the game that they do indeed, like, they'll yeet you very efficiently and with no mercy. By the way, let's look for library notes real quick before I get too happy with this run. I do love me an Ashen Contract. Oh, you love to see it. All right, let's write down the lighthouse. But where's my WOH memory.txt, please? So from the top, we have virtual reality. You know, we got ye old light source, and then the sign of Nurgle is the dexterity check, which, you know, it's a little bit of uncharacteristic of Nurgly boys, but you know, It's probably the dexterity check, because you have to dodge the Nurglings. But we've got second enemy. And then we have that's the Polaroid, the little picture in the middle there. That's second enemy. And then the little arrow pointing towards the heart. That's the charisma check. And then finally, what I like to call Super Smash Bros. Final destination, 2 people edge guarding. That's just the strength check. But yeah, and you might be wondering, what's this little thing right here at the bottom? Like this little diamond, little needle thing. This, or I actually heard somebody call it a glass shard. This is second mystery. But it doesn't matter because the lighthouse only has 5 things, so you don't really have to care about the 6th emblem there, because it's just bait. I don't know why it's there, because once you figure it out, that there's only 5 things in the lighthouse, and they are in the order from top to bottom, you don't ever have to care about it again, and then you just wonder why it's there. It doesn't even, like... It doesn't, like, I don't even know, it's pointless, right? Because when you figure out that the symbols mean what trials you're gonna get, you're like, oh, cool. You know, I figured out a secret, but what's the 6th symbol for? It doesn't do anything. We'll wear a much cooler shirt than, listen, it's not spooky, but it's cool. Kairi is cool. As, I've been watching a talk show host who says, cool, like an out-of-touch old dude. And that's why I've got it on my mind. But, no, Kairi is not trying too hard. But with that being said, we definitely are. And I'm not happy with this mystery selection. Nah. You know, look, we've got Bulletin, Botany, Vigil, Footage, and then we're on Timeline B, so Sailors we got the Burning Coast, which is always a bit of a... is not very nice, I'll tell you that much. So I guess what we'll end up doing... I mean, we'll probably do Botany first, just to get it out of the way, but, like... We're definitely gonna want to peep... Actually, you know what could be fun? Let's peep Violent Vigil first. And I know this is kind of crazy, but hear me out here. It's Mansion, so we don't have to deal with Moriko's Bad Laundry Day. Like, literally, I'm thinking to myself, do we pick our path? Because pretty much everything is an out-of-town, roads closed mystery, right? So, I'm thinking that maybe we sort of pick our poison here and make Vigil, like, pretty difficult, but end up getting, like, a level and maybe getting Outdoorsman. But at the same time, I don't like going in without the compass, so I think we should definitely do... Like, here's the thing. Bulletin is not, like, a full roads closed mystery, because you do go to, like, the downtown and the apartments a little bit. But I think it's better because you go to the forest twice, and then every other time it's just, like, village. So I think we're gonna do Bulletin so that we can, if we want to in the future, play around Moriko's terrible laundry day. And so we're just gonna head on down to the shop. No compass immediately, no weapon immediately either. So I guess we'll give it a little re-roll here, and compass is top priority. Now how do you want to handle this? I think what we're gonna do actually is we're gonna sell the bandage, go to the tree, go back to the tree, get cursed again, and then, I mean, you know what I want. Like, listen, 11% Doom for my 2 favorite items in the game on the first mystery? That's not, I can't really complain about that at all. So this is a perception check, which, you know, like, with... I would say with Harbinger of Doom's blah blah, it's safe, no modifiers to skill checks. I don't... Like, somebody was telling me that it's, like, area-based, and it's not actually, like... So, for instance, the downtown is max threat level, so it's, like, +2 to your rolls, which is a bad thing. I know it says -2 to all skill checks. That's a lie, because the higher number you roll is better, so a -2 modifier would be amazing. In fact, it would make you completely overpowered and broken, but it says... And I don't know why. Like, this is my biggest problem with World of Horror, is that the numbers just, like, they're not accurately represented in the game. So, what it means by a -2 modifier to all skill checks is that it makes your skill checks harder by 2. But because you have to roll under or in parity with whatever your stat is to succeed, it's actually a +2. So, like, I get it that if somebody doesn't have extra math turned on and they read +2 modifier to all skill checks, they would get a little bit confused. But, like, come on. When you have a system where rolling lower is better, and your debuff, your penalty is -2 to all skill checks, it's like you're gonna get people thinking that they've won the lottery here. And I'm just like, all my homies are confused about what's happening here. I mean, you love to get cauterized, you really do. Ashen Contract is very interesting, because here's the thing, it's non-eldritch enemy, so we could actually, if we wanted to, we could yeet quite a few people here. Like there are quite a few nasty enemies that would deal us a world of hurt, that we could get around for the very steep cost of 7% Doom. Like, do not get me wrong here. I think actually something that I was just thinking about that would be really great for the skill check modifiers is if you have extra math turned off, make it say, like, -2 modifier to all skill checks. But if you have extra math turned on, make it say +2 modifier to all skill checks. Because then it kind of, at least then, it kind of communicates. Because when somebody's really new to the game, and that sucks. When somebody's really new to the game, and they don't know, right, how the skill check system works, then it'll say -2 modifier, so it's like, oh, it's a minus, so it makes my skill checks harder, right? Just like as an incredibly, like, lame interpretation. So I want EXP, so we fight, we punch, we murder, and we'll take a beating here. But this is one of the longer mysteries, but we are definitely in trouble if, now hold on a minute. Yes, alright. Wait, no, we can't do that, he's glitched, we can't do that. Okay, hold on. Alright. This is kind of sketchy, but for those of you who don't know, you can't go over 5 actions with a glitched enemy. They cancel everything out. So you gotta be pretty you gotta be pretty careful with glitched enemies. You gotta remember, if it's like a magician or a glitched enemy or like a time warper, you go over 5 actions, you get canceled. You don't like that. You don't want to get canceled. We do indeed like it, and then we gotta remember the note down here in the bottom right. But, I need to be careful not to click multiple times, because you can click through that really easily. But, you know, you just, like, I don't know, what were we talking about? We were talking about a lot of things. I don't know, make the numbers consistent, or if you're... Or at least make the the numbers should just be consistent, right? Like that's basically, we're gonna take Outdoorsman, because we went through the trouble of playing around it. We're gonna take Outdoorsman. We will hopefully never see either leadership or quick thinking again. We do have the dexterity check, and I just realized we are looking for our second enemy here. Which, was that actually the magician glitched? I don't think it was. I think that was our first enemy. Because who was the... I'm trying to think. Did we fight anybody else? I don't think we did. Because it's... Yeah, I don't think we did, actually. I think it was, Okay, I think Magician Glitched was our first enemy. So whoever we fight next, we gotta put that down. Because we would have more EXP if we fought another enemy. We'll go ahead and take... I mean, it would be kind of funny to just dump everything into luck. Get 8 luck, and then just meme your way to victory. We'll get a 1 point into charisma. Because we have the dexterity, strength, and charisma checks. And so it'll be easiest to get charisma and dex up. Because we're literally 2 level ups away from that. And, you know, we're kind of like kind of the annoying thing is that if we want to make the strength check, we have to dump, like, every level that we have into +1 strength. And that's kind of a bummer, because it's like, you don't really have this problem with, like, any other, Oh, yo, you love to see this. You don't really have this problem with, like, any other, stat, right? Because you have +1 dex, you have +1 perception, you have +1 knowledge, +1 charisma, and +1 luck. But you don't have a +1 strength. And so if you're playing a character who has below average strength, and then you get the strength check, it's like, listen, strength's a great stat, but if you have, like, multiple skill checks, I mean, are you really gonna want to take -3 stamina and -3 reason? Or are you gonna want to take -3 stamina? Or, because, I mean, you gotta choose. You only have a certain amount of resources. You're not playing Koigi with deduction. You know, you're probably... And if you are playing Koigi, you don't need to worry about strength anyways, because you start with, like, 7 strength, so... anyways, moving on. I mean, we're in a really good spot right now. Like, don't get me wrong. We are in a fine spot. Currently, my concern is getting as many books as possible for the discard pile. We will go ahead and do Vigil, because we have the compass, we're completely healthy, and Vigil is a very interesting mystery, because it's the only mystery in the game where... It's the only mystery in the game where you can guarantee an event happens. Or, like, okay, that's not entirely true. Like, there are other... So this is a knowledge check, this is a perception check. This gives you -2 reason if you fail it. For 5 EXP? I don't like that. That's stinky. We're gonna proceed to the next room for free. But, here, get rid of the forest notes. I don't need that anymore. But what I mean basically is that, like, if you disobey the Vigil pamphlet, which, unless you're going for all the endings, or on Knight Errant, I suppose, you should almost always disobey it when you have the blood plant, for certain. If you're playing to win, that is. If you're playing to get endings, or you're playing with Knight Errant, then you should almost always, like, cut down the plant at 2 a.m. Like, you should usually never do anything else. Like, if you get the envelope, it's a little bit more up in the air, but being able to guarantee that you fight one of these losers, who are, like, some of the weakest enemies in the game, in an area that is usually, like, really dangerous, is something that... Clap, bow, bow, bow. Is something that... You know, it's not something that you can reliably do with other... Alright, we'll put the... We'll use the library notes once more, and that was an amazing roll, and then we'll discard them, because, you know, we are kind of looking for something specific. Now, it's pretty cool that we just got a long pig steak for later, but, I mean, we do a sewing kit and a long pig steak. Like, I'm thinking to myself, like, Vigil might be a much more player-sided mystery than I originally thought. Because, like, seriously, being able to guarantee that you fight a super weak enemy, and sometimes getting -3% doom out of it, that's really good. Okay, so... I feel like I forgot somebody. I feel like somebody was erased from my conscious. Because I remember that there was an enemy that we just, like, wanted to fully murder. But I'll write down man-eating plant. Because I think that... Maybe that was the magician, where we just, like, tried to fully send... No, there was another enemy. It might have been... There was totally an enemy, right? Is it the Magician? I think it's actually the Magician who's our second enemy. I don't remember. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is why you gotta stay on top of this before you start rambling about nonsense that doesn't matter, but, We can eat the stamina damage for sure, actually. Like, this is fine. I mean, here's the thing. How we're playing right now, even if we get roads closed, I think that we'll still probably be fine. Swollen joint kind of sucks, but we can prick it with a needle if we absolutely have to. Which we remember what it does. It's like -3 stamina, -2 max stamina, which can be pretty bad, but it's actually like it's not that bad. So obviously we cut the plant down, and that means that instead of having 3 more random events, we only have 2 more random events, maybe 1 more random event.
Suddenly, somewhere, Emmerdale seems to have disappeared. We'll go back to it as soon as we can once we've found it.
And then, of course, it's like, even if it's just, even if it's just 1 random event, like, we got sculptures, which apparently, wait, what? Why is it school? It's a school event. Why are we getting a school event in the whatever? It doesn't matter. Okay, Akane. Transformed by her greed. Well, I'm sorry, Akane, but it's time for you to die. Although, of course, I'm immediately realizing that we actually can't kill her in 1 turn. So instead, we do this, and then we kill her in 1 turn. Which, you know, that's a perfectly valid use of the meat cleaver. Oh, we only had 1 random event, which was beneficial, and then we had the fight. So maybe I'm not entirely accurate with my statements, but, like, unless you're on Knight Errant, you can't really complain about getting -3 reason and a bunch of EXP, so, you know, I'm happy if you're happy. Now, I would probably like to get... Here's the thing. If we put a point... Okay, here's the thing. We are going to be... Let's start leveling up strength, because we're gonna level up 2 more times, for sure. We're gonna get to level 5. And the strength check is our last check. So even if we get to, like, level 4, we'll level up during the lighthouse. If we don't get to level 5, just naturally. No roads closed yet. That was cut off from the outside world. We're very happy about that. Literally does nothing. Well, actually, okay, that's not fair. What it does is it prevents you from watching the TV. And, however, if you recall from earlier on in the video, we flicked through the channels until we saw the missing girl. That's to help us protect against Moriko. And then we picked up Outdoorsman, which apparently just doesn't exist, by the way. Like, you literally can't click on it. Panstash, please fix. You cannot click on Outdoorsman for some reason. You can click on Leadership and look at it, but you can't click on Outdoorsman, which is very weird. But because we've already watched the TV and saw the missing girl, and because we have Outdoorsman, Moriko can't hurt us any longer. Moriko doing laundry isn't real. She can't hurt you. Moriko doing laundry. -2 reason. Oh no. But no, we're good. We're good. So now we probably want to do sailors last. Hopefully we have, because worst comes to worst, we can discard the compass because we won't need it anymore. So yeah, I guess we'll do freaky feature. We could either do freaky feature or botany. I think botany's probably better to do if we randomly got roads closed, because with freaky feature the map has like 3 more tiles, and then you have to go to the mansion. Hey, Joseph Ferris gave Kyrie a high 5 on her way out. But like, here's the thing, like, you have to go to the mansion twice, which is like 4% or 6% doom. I don't remember the exact number. But 4 or 6%, it's still very terrible. And then you have to go to the forest, which is bigger than normal, and then you have to, like, blah, blah, blah. It's a thing. We're probably not gonna cast Ashen Contracts twice, anyways. We might cast it once, but we ain't catching it twice. And I was catching it, casting it. Although, I mean, if this guy wasn't Eldritch, this might be kind of tempting, not gonna lie. Because basically, we just have to eat it. Like, we go down... Oh, no, dude, I don't want to go down to... 7-5. That's lame. This is why strength is such a good stat, because you don't have to deal with stupid choices like this. But, you know, we'll, I kind of... Part of me's like, haha, skin removal, go burr, but... Because that sets him down to 12, and then we can just kill him. So actually, yeah, sure, why not? That's 13. I can't count. I cannot count. We can still probably kill him, though, right? No? Oh, no. Hold on. Yes, we can. It was a team... Oh, yeah, we're on... Wait a minute. We're on Ath Yolazath. What am I thinking about? Haha, skin removal, go burr. Of course. Not only did I miscount, I forgot what freaking god we're praying to right now. We were at 26% doom and still until we started blasting. Good thing I have my pieces. I don't know what they wanted. Maybe they wanted something more spooky. But good thing I have my pieces. So anyways, now I gotta start blasting. Go down to Gunther's Spells and buy spell books. I'm gonna go pick up some more right after this. You just want to use skin removal again? That was fun. Because here's the thing, we brace for impact. Man, that's pain. The fact that we can't, like, do a power attack and a brace on the same turn, even if we couldn't, like, boost it, it would have still been so golden. But, nah. Just give him a little cast. And see, so we're on the third mystery, about to complete it. And, you know, we're up to 42% doom, which is, like, more than fine. So we'd have to get horribly unlucky to have to suffer with that, so... And then, wait, what? Why did our... Wait, hold on. Our doom jumped down. What? We were at 42% doom, then it jumped down to 39. I'm just... Huh? Okay, sure. Does that always happen? Was that Lumpy Officer? I don't understand. I don't get it. I actually don't get it at all. You know, it's like I'm not entirely certain on what just happened, but it happened, so that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. So we have memory extract as long as we're not an idiot and as long as we don't level up, we'll be perfectly fine. Yeah, sure, I'll definitely use grow teeth. We could also just, like, forget Ashen Contract as well, if we wanted. That's huge. That's amazing, actually. We could level up if we wanted to, but I'm not going to. Uh-oh. This is a certified so I start blasting moment, I think. Because we go up to 48% doom. We go up to 48% doom, and then we should be able... Unless we get, like, horribly unlucky, we should be able to kill it turn 1. That, I think, is a fair trade-off. Oh my god. Okay, we never talk about Dream Eater again, alright? Dream Eater never happened. So here's what we're gonna have to do. I mean, a free flashlight would be pretty nice, but we literally die if I do that, so... If we do this and we don't succeed, we're dead. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna level up, we're gonna take Quick Thinking, and then +2 stamina. Reveal ourselves, get shot, then 33% chance. We could very realistically die here, by the way. And then we use the wonderful spell Memory Extract, now that we are capable of using it. And 50% chance. We could die. It is possible. This is Doom. We take Doom. We take Doom there. We did not have enough EXP to I don't think we had 10 EXP when we entered that thing. I could be wrong though. Anyways, we are a little bit sus on what we're doing with yeah, we're not in it's unfortunate, but we're not gonna make the strength check. But what do we got in the back pocket? So the kendo helmet, we probably should have been wearing this earlier. I don't think it would have made a huge difference. Also, I wish the kendo helmet had a art piece on it. It would be cool to see. So 57% Doom Mystery 4. This is something that I'm a lot more comfortable with it. No roads closed, so I think we're in a very good spot. We weren't on Botany, by the way. I thought we were, but no, we were on Fear Festival. Fear. We were on Forest. Oh no. Oh no. Anyway, I still think that we're probably going to win. I don't think that there's much that could happen that would really, like... You're gonna hate me for this, but we have the money. If we get Frostbite, we have the money. And here's the thing, if we get Katana, we're very happy. We didn't get Katana, so we're kind of, like, unhappy, but... We are on Ath Yellowzath, so there is no God-specific stamina cadaver. We'll take this, get the EXP. We're gonna rest before we go into the forest, believe me, but... Oh, no. So I'm a little bit concerned with this. We can do a guarantee of 16 damage. If we run, I think we're actually putting ourselves in a bad spot here. So I think here's the thing. Do we want to use Ashen Contract, which will take us up to 70% Doom? Or do we just want to run? Or alternatively, yeah, I think we actually might be... If it was anybody but Miku, I would probably fight and kill. But because we can only tune... We have to at least take 2 turns to kill Miku. And that basically means that, yeah, like, we can kill Miku. That you might be looking at the stats right now and thinking, like, if you fight Miku, you're gonna die. No, we can guarantee kill Miku. The problem is that, is it worth the resources, and is it worth the EXP? We're at the very beginning of the mystery. If we utilized our abilities to their fullest form, we would be at about 70% Doom, which is not good. That's not good at all. The question is, can we defeat Miku without using Doom? And the answer is yes, but it's a little bit messy, and so we're gonna have to... We're just gonna have to embrace it a little bit. Hunger kind of sucks, but also, when do we get branded? We just got Hunger, right? We were at 8 Charisma. Huh. Also, you can't open Hasty Aid. That's a little bit weird. Hasty Aid has a downside. So I kind of wish you could see that. Okay, so, man, this kind of sucks. This is gonna be a little bit, like... Believe me, this is gonna be messy. So we're gonna go down to 1 again. And then we have to kind of decide, like, what do we want to do here? So, we can... Wait a minute, what? Oh, she's doing a special attack. We gotta brace for impact. I mean, we had to brace for impact anyways, so it doesn't really matter, but... Okay, so the description of Brace for Impact is ignore special attacks, but Miku doesn't play by the rules, I guess, and we probably should have known that because Miku is cool. Pain. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. My name is Webweaver. I will see you on the next episode of World of Horror. I hope you're all staying safe out there. And yeah, I'll see you on the next episode. Thanks for stopping by. This is the Wednesday episode for March 17th, which is pretty dope. Almost to Thursday, almost to Friday, and then, oh, you know, the weekend, it'll be time to cook Jesse on Fallout New Vegas, which will actually be We might be cooking. I mean, we'll probably be cooking. I don't know how much of the Brotherhood of Steel fetch quest I want to do, but anyways, goodbye.